Good afternoon. Welcome to Take 5. Look who is here today. It's Gene Westbrook from MagnoliaRecipes.com. Great to have you here.
Magnolia Collection Recipes.
Oh, doggone it. Here, I should turn this thing around where I can see it. There.
No problem. No problem.
And today's recipe is?
Sauteed Gulf Coast blue crab claws. Out of this world.
I love it.
Believe it. You won't
I love it. I love it. Now, you've already gotten a little head start. What do we got going here?
We have a reduction here. I put the wine in there, just a half a cup of dry white wine, and then it has sun-dried tomatoes, roasted garlic.
Right.
It has basil, crushed red pepper, thyme, and a little bit of...
Gosh, it smells good.
Yeah, a little bit of chicken bouillon in there. Okay. So you want to cook it and let it reduce just a little bit.
Now, normally a reduction takes a good long while, but I think the sun-dried tomatoes kind of soak up a little of the wine, too. So it kind of speeds it.
It's in there for a while. Right. So now you're going to add 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. Yeah,
okay, we'll
turn
put
it
a
up.
little more heat on this.
Yeah, not too much. Just we keep this whole thing kind of low.
Lemon juice?
Lemon juice, Stir that in.
Okay.
And then heavy cream.
Okay.
2 tablespoons of heavy cream.
Got it.
And blend that all nicely. The heavy cream just gives it a little body, I think, is what you would say there.
So far, you haven't missed a trick. You've got all my favorite ingredients in here. So
doesn't it smell good?
It does.
Then start adding the butter. Now, normally we're just going to do 1 pat at a time, but because of TV, we'll just put them all in there in one place and turn the heat up just a little bit.
Okay.
And you're going to use a stick of real butter.
Of course.
Of course, yes. And then let that just gently melt. You don't want to break it up. You want to let it gently melt. Right. And I love doing this with you. You do all the work, and I get to talk.
Okay.
And I'm good at giving instructions. Ask my children.
It's going to take a minute for all this butter to melt. So while that's happening, tell me about MagnoliaRecipesCollection.com.
Okay. It's an online free cookbook. A new recipe 5 days a week.
Wow.
Tested recipe, I'd like to point out.
So you
unfortunately,
cook this stuff
I do the
home
testing. Need to turn it down just a wee bit. We don't want to boil anything necessarily.
Get it down to there.
Yeah, and then just begin stirring a little bit.
Okay, so
but I do write the recipes, test every one of them. Sometimes I have guests send me their recipes. I test them and give them credit for it and put their name on there and their city and all that. It's kind of fun. And then we're going to just put the crab claws in here right out of their container.
And how long,
the lemon juice has already been in that.
How long will we let them saute in here?
We're just going to get them good and hot. Get all of the sauce on them. Stir gently.
And then we're going to top it.
Not yet.
I know, but we aren't going to have time to do that right now. This fabulous hand-grated cheese. Is it Romano?
It's Parmesan. Parmigiano. And it's done with a microplane, so it's very fine.
This is on WKRG.com, but the place to go for a new recipe every single day, 5 days a week is MagnoliaCollectionRecipes.com.
Absolutely.
That's where you find Gene Westbrook, our guest today on Take 5. Great to see you, Gene.
Good to see you.
Easy.